Okay, so today is Sunday and magre-review tayo ng trade natin from last week. So, ano yung mga profitable trades natin? Ito na yung mga losing trades natin. So, now we're logging in here sa ating TradeZalla account. And this account has started last August 1 and now we will be checking yung August 1 hanggang September 21. So, mga roughly around almost 2 months. And for 2 months, we were able to generate a total of $6,000 from a total capital of $2,000. So later, we will be visiting our MyFX book to show you that we are already ROI in this account. With a total trade win of 67.65% and daily win percentage is 76%. Now, medyo mababa tayo when it comes to maximum drawdown because yes, nag-drawdown tayo I think last month ng 62% and yung average win-loss natin mas marami yung malalaking loss. Because probably of my risk-reward ratio because knowing myself, aggressive talaga ako when it comes to my risk tolerance. But yeah, I'm just human. We have our emotions, diba? Na-discuss ko last time na sometimes we tend to get hard on ourselves. We feel like na parang, ano ba, hindi talaga ako disiplinado. Hindi ko talaga kaya disiplinahin yung sarili ko. It's just that we have our emotions. And we are human. And we are bound to really feel those emotions. Especially if it is about money. Diba? But at the end of the day, the goal is, even though meron kang mga losses, dapat mas malaki pa rin yung profit mo. So, ito ating na-generate from August, but we'll focus on September last week. So, this was our trade last week. So, nung September 15, naka-752 tayo. September 16, naka-381. September 17, naka-996. September 18, naka-907 negative. So, nabawi lang. And then come September 19, ay naka-$963 tayo. So, kung i-compute natin siya, nasa $2,216 tayo last week. Nasa roughly around 126,249 pesos. Which is actually not bad. So, pupulutin yung 126,000 pesos, diba, in just 1 week. With an account na risk-free, na nandito lang sa bahay, buong araw, nanonood ng Netflix, at nakafocus sa pag-baby, diba? Walang ganun na trabaho. I believe trading lang makakapagbigay sa inyo ng ganitong financial freedom and time freedom. Unless siguro gumawa kayo ng krimen or mangurakot kayo. Diba? Pero kahit nga mangurakot ka, it takes effort pa rin. Pero yes, this one, may effort siya, but sa una lang. Kasi you have to master the skill first. Once you have already mastered the skill, mastered the emotion, you already have your profitable strategy, then give yourself at least 3 years. Definitely, by the time, siguro, pag naintindihan mo na how to manage your emotions, mas magiging profitable ka na. Alisin nyo sa utak nyo yung mga get-rich-quick scheme na yan. Walang ganon. You have to study, you have to learn, you have to invest in your knowledge. So far, for September, we have been doing very well. And so far, September, 3 araw pa lang naman tayo nagkaroon ng loss. Then the rest of the days, ayan, puro positive tayo. Now, let's visit the portfolio here in MyFX book. Because I believe this is what you want, diba? You want transparency. So, dito tayo sa manual trades. And right now for our MyFX book, yes, this is real account, XS broker with 1:2,000 leverage, MT5. Live update yan. So, we have a total gain of 786%. Daily gain of 4.12%, monthly gain of 246%, and now we have a total equity of $8,051, and pinaka-profit natin is 6,932, which is ito rin yung nag-reflect sa TradeZalla natin. And my favorite here is, ayan, ROI na tayo kasi nag-deposit tayo ng $2,000 and nakapag-withdraw na tayo ng $2,000. So meaning, ito ang tinitrade natin dito, this is purely risk-free money. Even if I lose this, it's okay. Because, na-withdraw ko naman na nilabas kong pera for this account. And I hope na ito yun din na maging goal nyo. And so far, for the month of September, ayan, 262% na tayo. So if you want to visit my MyFX book, nandyan lang yan sa aking bio sa Facebook page. Tingnan nyo na lang dyan. Nandyan din yung mga ibang portfolio ko. Meron akong mga portfolio ng mga EAs ko din dyan and portfolio ng $100 challenge natin. Okay, so let's check ano ba nangyari. Okay, let's start nung Monday, September 15. So dito tumitingin ako sa 4-hour time frame. So this is 4-hour time frame, okay? Now, I'm seeing consolidation. So, nag-drawing ako ng dalawang line dyan. And tingnan ko kung saan nagbabounce yung presyo. And kung mapapansin nyo, itong ating Bollinger Band din is naka-straight line din siya. Hindi siya naka-sloping up, hindi siya naka-sloping down. So, basically, ang ginagawa niya is ranging. Okay? So, sa 4-hour time frame, naka-ranging siya. Yung pinaka-recent niya na trend. So, ngayon, ang inaantay ko is breakout. So, kung ito mag-bounce up dito at basagin niya to, then I'll go for buy. Kung ito mag-bounce down or basagin niya to, then we're going for sell position. Otherwise, kung ito magbabounce lang, paakyat or baba, then we'll go for buy and sell. Bababa tayo sa lower time frame para makita natin clearly yung bouncing nito. So, kung mapapansin nyo rin yung gamit ko ng mga indicators, Bollinger Band, Stochastic, ATR, tsaka Moving Average 200. Yun talaga yung gamit na gamit ko. Pero medyo less na yung tingin ko dito. More on nasa price action na ako. As in, ito nagagamit ko na lang for kapag busy ako, say for example, sa isang glance ko lang, kunwari nasa labas ako, gusto ko tingnan yung market. Alam ko na kung nasa support siya or resistance siya. Alam ko kung oversold or overbought na siya. Na hindi ko na kailangan mag-analyze pa ng market, tingnan pa siya sa trading view. Kasi nakakatulong na sa akin sobra yung mga indicators. But, ngayon, mas nakafocus na ako sa candlesticks. And I think siguro, habang tumatagal ka rin ng tumatagal sa trading, talagang mas makakatulong talaga sa'yo yung candlesticks. Along the way, mas marirealize mo na lahat naman din ng indicators to yun ang basis din ng mga candlesticks din eh. So, dito sa 4-hour time frame, since nasa no trade zone tayo, binato ko is buy. Ayan, nagpa-buy tayo dito. Ayan, nagpa-scalp ako dito sa zone ng 3638. Ayan. And then, SL natin 3632. So, ang exposure natin dito is 30 pips. So, ito na all TPs match to. Naka 70 pips tayo dito. Yan. We were able to generate 70 pips in this signal. And then, nagbato ulit tayo ng sell. Kasi kapag nag-ranging yung market, opportunity ko yan mag-buy and sell. As long as nakikita ko nagbabounce siya, as long as nakikita ko nire-respect niya yung support and resistance, magbabuy and sell ako dyan. Pero syempre, depende pa rin yun sa risk appetite mo kasi ako aggressive trader ako. So, even though nakikita ko na uptrend naman talaga sa higher time frame, pero pag nakikita ko sa lower time frame na talaga nagbabounce siya dun sa support and resistance, I'll get an opportunity doon kasi intraday trader tayo, diba? And nagbabato tayo ng mga scalping signal. So, might as well, hanap tayo ng mga setups wherein pasok naman within the day na magpa-play out naman. Diba? So, dun sa, dun sa sell zone na yan, naka 50 pips din tayo dyan. Ayan, no? Plus 50 pips. So, umabot siya hanggang TP4. Okay? And then, nagpa-buy naman ulit tayo. And then, for our buy naman, we were able to generate an all TP smash. Ayan. So, naka 80 pips din tayo dyan. So, ayan, sabi ko, 4-hour time frame, lock pa rin sa consolidation, wala pa rin clear breakout. So, sa 15-minute time frame, parang tayo nagpiping-pong na ba? Kasi buy and sell tayo. And then, ayan, nakita na natin sa 4-hour, ayan, nag-break na siya, guys. Ayan. Ito yung inaantay natin na breakout. From this consolidation, antay tayo ng breakout. And finally, ayan, nag-break na siya. So, nung pag-break niya, ayan, nagpa-buy tayo, na-invalidate siya. Ayan. So, meaning na-invalidate na SL hit tong ating 3651. So, sabi ko nga, ayan, could be a retest or a false breakout. Kasi, though ito, nagkaroon siya ng breakout dito, fake breakout lang pala siya. Okay? So, yeah, it happens, di ba? Even though na technical natin is umaayon, there are times talaga na may SL hit tayo. That is why sobrang importante ng risk-reward na mas marami pa rin yung profit mo more than your losses. Kasi even though na nagkaroon tayo ng loss, pero prior that, meron naman tayong mga profits. So, carry lang, diba? Otherwise, nag-overlot size ka, diba? Kung nag-overlot size ka, then definitely. So, pag-break niya, binrake niya, and then nagkaroon siya ng retest. And then eventually, ayan, naka-all TP smash pa rin tayo. So, 140 pips. So, yun, September 15, ngayon, nagkaroon man tayo ng SL hit na 30 pips. Ay, sorry, 50 pips pala. Ito yung summary natin, ayan, oh. So, nakaka-TP tayo ng 370 pips. Tapos, nagka-SL tayo ng 50 pips. So, ang net nito is 320 pips. Nagkaroon ba tayo ng losses? Yes, may losses tayo. Pero, mas lamang yung profit natin. So, yun yung nangyari noong September 15. So, medyo hahaba na tong video natin kapag diniscuss pa natin lahat ng mga naging setup natin for the rest of the week. But so far, I'm just really happy na yung last week natin was a good week. Aside, syempre, dun sa good news ko na successful yung IVF natin, maganda rin yung mga naging trades natin last week. So, congratulations sa mga pumaldo. So, tomorrow, Monday na, good luck ulit sa mga trades natin. Siguro gagawa tayo ng market outlook for next week. Yun ang ating magiging vlog for tomorrow. Yun lang guys, happy Sunday!